Long time. Very good. Very good.
क्या हाल है दीपक?
All well. All well.
All good.
Mr. Puri, how are you, sir? Mohsin Sheikh, your friend?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And definitely, it will be very impactful having people all over the world.
So, do you want me to start? Deepak?
Ramanji, yes, please. I think we can start. It's 1:02 now, and we have a majority of our folks already logged in. So we have 28 guests so far. So if you may please, start the process, then we'll go from there.
Perfect, perfect. So guys, first of all, thank you very much for joining. Technically, this is first official session for our passive income model. And I'm pretty sure this is definitely will bring a lot of information for all of you guys. Not only that, this will give you a better insight about our vision, about our dream, what exactly we want to do as SaveMax brand. So without taking too much time, I will start this presentation about our passive income model. Guys, please don't hesitate to ask as many questions as you can. My intention is to make this as an interactive session. And I would love if you just stop me in between and ask your questions. Don't worry about finishing up the presentation. I think if we keep putting up the questions in between, I always love that because that makes the discussion lively and interactive. So this is the power of passive income. Nirupam, can we go to the next slide? Yes, so we are introducing our new game changer model. As you can see with the name, this is definitely going to be a game changer for the real estate industry. Next slide, please. I would like to start the presentation from a very famous quote from an very famous personality and who is actually a financial tycoon, a financial guru for the whole world, none other than Warren Buffett. As per him, never depend on single income. Make investment to create a second source. And this is what we are trying to follow in our new business model, the game changer. Before we move on to the model that how it works, let me just briefly give an introduction about SaveMax, which is one of the fastest growing real estate brokerages. I'm sure many of us know that we started this journey in 2010 from just a small office in the basement of a house. And now where we are after 10 years, we have 14 franchises and 4 corporate offices all across Canada. And I feel proud to go from that journey from a basement and going almost 20 offices all across Canada. Of course, at that time, the vision was not that big. It was a small vision, small dream. But with the time, the vision and the dream both kept going ahead. And today we are at a level where we are planning to actually establish this brand all across the country. And not only we want to establish the brand, but we want to make sure that people, our realtor, our team members grow with SaveMax. And I think that is what the clear and pure intent of bringing this game changer model. Now, what is the secret sauce we have in SaveMax? It's a very simple secret sauce, nothing too much complicated. First thing first, we always tried our level best to have an unmatchable customer service and experience. And I'm pretty sure you all know 999 model was introduced into the market, keeping the same vision that we will provide an amazing experience for our client at a very reasonable price, but not compromising on the services. And that is what brought us here today, where we are doing close to $1.2 billion real estate transaction in 2020. The second secret sauce, continuous efforts towards growth of our agents, because that is what I always believe. I never had an intent to grow myself. I always had an intent that I want to make sure we grow our own people. If our people are growing, of course, there is no reason we will not grow. And every single person working under this platform is a success story himself. And I feel proud to see more than 90% success rate under SaveMax banner. When I say success, we consider we have really very high standards of success. Majority of our realtors, they are doing more than 25 to 30 transactions, and that is unmatchable in the whole industry. So two simple secrets of our success: unmatchable customer service and experience, and continuous efforts toward growth of our agents. Next, please. Now, we established this brand in 2010, and of course, it is one of the fastest growing brand, providing unmatchable customer service and experience. We pioneered the real estate industry by introducing innovative concept for both clients as well as for realtors. At present, we are operating with a team of 200 plus professional realtors, selling almost 1,500 plus homes every year. And state-of-the-art prime office locations and 14 franchises all across Canada. Until today, in last 10 years, we have sold over $3.5 billion sales volume. When we started, in the first 16 months, we were able to achieve first $100 billion. And after that, we never looked back. And today, we touched 3.5 billion sales volume. SaveMax has always tried to stay true to its belief to deliver an exceptional real estate experience to all its valued clients. And we made sure we kept our client on top when it comes to providing them the top of the line services. Now, guys, these are the core value on which we have built up our businesses. First thing first, our first core value is client first. And that is what we firmly believe, not only at our level, but every single realtor carries the same vision, and we are keeping our clients as the first priority. Honesty is one of the tools which is a prime ingredient for success anywhere in the business. And we made sure we had done our business with utmost honesty and sincerity. I'm a firm believer of integrity, and I always look towards those people who have a high integrity, because integrity you cannot teach to anybody. Integrity comes with the blood, and that is what we have embedded as our core value. Of course, real estate profession, you cannot get success without a commitment. We really strive to provide the highest level of commitment, not only to our clients, not only to our realtor team members, but all our franchisee network and all our other business associates as well. Our biggest strength, which we actually practice in true sense in the real estate industry. I'm pretty sure you all might have seen so many teams out there, but I think the real sense of teamwork can be experienced in SaveMax. And that is what a real core value, which we don't only just, it is not just to say, but we actually really practice it. And I'm a firm believer of bringing up a lot of innovations in the business through technology. And you all can see how beautifully we are working on bringing up a lot of latest technology into our system so that we can guide our team members. We can help them to become a success story in a short span of time. And in today's world, you cannot get success without technology. And innovation, of course, is very, very important. So guys, these are the 6 core values on which we have built up SaveMax: client first, honesty, integrity, commitment, teamwork, as well as innovation. Now comes the most important thing, how this game changer came into existence. I'm pretty sure a lot of our team members, they want to know how this game changer came into existence. As you all know, March 2020, COVID changed the way real estate was done. And real estate agents over realtor community, we were unable to work and earn without physically stepping out. That is the real way the real estate was happening before COVID-19. Now, because of COVID-19, there was a need to implement more ways to utilize technology in real estate. This made us realize the need to generate a passive income for real estate agents. Therefore, we are introducing the SaveMax game changer model. Now, this might come into your mind. Is this passive income model new to SaveMax? And many of you might be thinking, yes, it is new to SaveMax, but not really. It is not something new to SaveMax system. In 2019 itself, we started exploring ways to make our agents less dependent on just commission income. We, at that point of time, implemented SaveMax passive income model within SaveMax. And I will give you a couple of examples. Sachin Gupta, Lalit Batla, they were the one who were put up on this model just to experiment, just to see how this model can work and how beneficial it can be for those individuals as well as the other team members. But COVID made us realize, of course, we had a full intent to bring that model in the market, but COVID actually made us realize that there are many other agents in the entire real estate industry who need it. So then at that point of time, we decided that, okay, we're gonna put up all the structure together, all the system together. We're gonna bring up all the technology. And I think this is the right time to introduce this model in the real estate industry. Now comes the secret sauce of this model, like how it is going to work, because many of our team members, they are kind of thinking to understand it better, to know how this is going to work for them. Now, with the power of SaveMax Game Changer, there are many lucrative ways to earn. This session will guide you through SaveMax passive income plan and have you earning in actually no time. How this game changer works? Now, before I go to those steps, we only win when we help others to win. And this is what my core belief of life when I was establishing SaveMax as a brand. So you have to just do very simple things. And I'm pretty sure you all are doing, as SaveMax team members, we all are doing these things, right? You just have to spread the word among other realtors, become a brand ambassador, encourage real estate agents to come and join SaveMax. You have to conduct interviews. If you are not willing to, or you feel like you need some help, we have people sitting at the office who will be conducting the interviews on your behalf. You just can refer those people to those senior team members and they will conduct the interviews on your behalf. And just by doing this, you will start earning. Now let me show you how it works. Now these are three very important pillars of this model. The first pillar, as we all understand by now, is going to be the passive income. The second pillar is going to be a retirement income, which is something very unique. And third pillar of this is a next generation income, which actually is totally unheard of in the real estate industry. So this is what the beauty we have created in this system, that we actually put up three very strong pillars onto this. Now let's talk about the first pillar, that how we are going to earn passive income. As I explained earlier, you recruit a realtor, Bob, with the company. Of course, you earn commission from your real estate transactions. Now, same way you are earning commission, Bob also earns some commission from his real estate transactions. Now, what happens? You are getting commission from your real estate transactions. With that, you are also getting bonus from Bob's commission. Now, Bob likes the plan and Bob recruits Sarah with the company. Now this is going on to the second level. You have not recruited Sarah. Bob recruited Sarah in the company. Now the same way you and Bob earn commission, Sarah is also going to earn some commission from a real estate transaction. Now because Bob introduced Sarah to the company, Bob earned bonus from Sarah's commission plus his own commission. And what is happening with you? Now you are earning commission from your own transactions, plus you are getting bonus not only from Bob, but as well as from Sarah's commission as well. Now you all might be thinking, go back, Nirupam, yeah. So just stay on this slide for 2 minutes. Can I have can I have the complete slide? Yes, please, thank you. Just 2 minutes, hold on this slide. Now you might be thinking that either this money is going from Bob's commission, or this money is going from Sarah's commission, or this money is coming from your commission. You will be very surprised to understand this, that is not the fact. It is actually not coming from anybody's commission. So what we have done is, we have just smartly managed the money which was flowing in the system. So whatever the commission is coming to the company, because we wanted to grow the organization, and you all understand that there's a cost to grow the organization. So what we have to do to grow the organization, to bring more people on board, so we have to do advertisement, we have to go to Google AdWords, social media, put the newspaper ad, and so many other kind of expenses which we might be putting to grow the company. So we calculated that cost is approximately 20% of the gross earnings which company is getting as a split from the realtors. So we took out that kitty of 20%, and we are putting up that kitty into a little different way. So what we thought, in spite of giving that 20% to those advertisement agencies or those marketing companies, why don't we take help from our own people who spread word about SaveMax system to others and help us to grow? So that 20% is being distributed to all of you. So technically, that money which we were supposed to put up onto our ad expenses, we have just planned to distribute that money back into the system for those people who are helping company to grow. So now you can very well understand, it is not coming from anybody's pocket. It is just that we have created an economic system within the SaveMax system itself. And I think it's a smart way of doing the things. Now let me show you what is the power, how it works for you. Now in this particular example, we have taken this example based on $100,000 gross income for every realtor, and they are working on an 80-20 split with the company, which is pretty regular split. And in this, we are assuming a situation that each realtor hire minimum 5 realtors. Of course, there are certain conditions to qualify the income from all the levels, which I will explain you when I'm talking about this particular way of doing the things. So in this particular example, you as an individual, let's say you are sitting at level 0. So if you can see on top, you are here, right? So as I explained earlier, that you have hired somebody on level 1 who is making $100,000 income gross, and company is getting a share of 20%, which is $20,000 out of that 100,000. Now on level 1, you will be getting 7% of that income, which is approximately $1,400 which is 7% of 20,000. So you can see this 7% number on level 1, which is in the red color. Now you recruit minimum 5 agents to go to the next level of income. You start getting your first check the moment you hire the first person onto the system, and whatever the income they make, you start getting 7% of the gross income which company received as a split from that particular individual. Now, in this particular example, if you recruit 5 agents who are making $100,000 gross income and they are working on 80-20 split with the company, so you are getting approximately $7,000 as a passive income from those 5 agents. And guys, that income is not for 1 year. That is a continuous process of income. Now, you might have 10 agents, you might have 20 agents, and you might have 50 agents. It all depends upon your potential. Now we go to level 2, where let's say the 5 agents you hired, they all hire another 5 agents. All right. So at that point, there are total 25 agents, which is working on second level from you. Now, again, the same situation, they all are making $100,000 gross income and they are working on 80-20 split. Now you are getting 5%, which is $1,000 from each realtor. So there are 25 realtors and you are getting 5%. So you are making $25,000 from there itself. Not only that, the person who was on level 1, who was just under you, is still getting 7% income for all those people who he bring onto the system. So you are not only getting the passive income from those people who you hire directly, but also you are getting the income from those who they hired. So the same way, this system goes up to 5 level. Now you can see the total number of recruitments there. On the first level, let's say there's a 5 people. On the second level, there's a 25 people. On the third level, there's 125 people. And on the fourth level, 625. On the fifth level, it is 3125. And can we go to next slide, Nirupa? Now let me show you what is the cumulative income you can get if the system is working at 100% capacity for you. So in the previous example, I have shown you that let's say you take 5 years to build up a full-fledged system. The total income you might get as a passive income from this system is up to $1.6 million and $82,000. Now, I'm not too sure how we all perceive this or how we all think. Is it too complicated? Is it too tough? Is it too challenging to do it? Just for the argument's sake, I will think, or I will put up a hypothetical situation that you are not able to put up this system 100%. Let's say you just do 50% of it. You still make more than 800,000. Let's say you put 25% of it. You still make 400,000. And guys, let's say if you just put up a small system of 5 or 10 people for you and you are making $40,000 to $50,000. But don't you think that is an extra money for you? Don't you think that is an extra bonus for you? And just imagine how much that money can do for you for your whole life. So let's say if you're just making $50,000 out of this system as a passive income, of course, you're still making income from your day-to-day real estate transactions. But this is coming to you as a passive income. And what you have to do, you don't have to do anything separate. You don't have to do anything different. You just have to do something little extra, which you are anyway doing it in your day-to-day life. In today's world, let's say if somebody comes and asks you, how is SaveMax? How is your system? What kind of support you are getting? You still talk good about it. Majority of us, right? You just have to do the same thing. And if you are able to bring those people into the system, guys, 7% of the gross earning which company is getting is not a small amount. As you all know, how SaveMax system operate and how SaveMax system work. So this income potential can be really amazing for all of you. You just have to start thinking about it and you just have to start spreading word about it. And guys, I promise you, I assure you with my experience, because we were actually taking it as a trial run after the month of July. And you see, July, August, and September, we have already hired more than 15 people into the system in the game changer model. And the moment you hire somebody, you get a complimentary appreciation of $250 check from the company. Of course, which will be deducted from your first check of the game changer model. But in case the person you are bringing into the system doesn't do any transaction, you keep that $250 with you. So we want to make sure all the efforts which you are putting up to grow the company has been recognized and rewarded financially. And guys, our simple objective was, I always tell in my team, the same thing, I could have done it by offering you $250 or $500. And even if I would have come to all of you and, requested you, you all would have helped me. You all would have helped the company to grow the system bigger. But no, my objective is, I want to make sure I put up a system together for all of you. And the system starts working for you because you have joined SaveMax brand with a lot of passion, with a lot of high hopes. And I want to make sure that we fulfill that dream for you. Now, friends, this was about that passive income model. But do you think we have stopped ourselves over there itself? No. Wait. There is something more to it. I hope you remember I was talking 3 pillars of it. One pillar was the passive income, which we already spoke. Now, this is the second pillar. As we all understand that our realtor job does not come with EI, employment insurance, or CPP. So how will you maintain your lifestyle after your retirement? That is the biggest question which comes into our mind. Of course, we all have a plan to retire. Now, you have started earning from your own commission. You have started earning from the passive income. What happens when you decide to retire? Don't you worry. We have got that covered as well for you guys. Now, let's talk about the second pillar of this amazing game changer model where you earn retirement income as well. Now, how you earn retirement income, that is also very interesting. So let's say you spend few years building your game changer structure and you are making, argument's sake, $500,000 out of it. Now you might be thinking 500 is a big amount, but guys, I love to put up the big numbers in front of me because you know what? That always helps to run the adrenaline into my blood. It always gives me a good energy. Now your structure has all the realtors you recruited and agents that they further recruited with the company. Now you retire and stop earning your own commission. But guess what? Still, this game changer, this passive income model is still working for you. So let's say if you decide to retire, what happens is you still get 50% of the income from the model which you have built when you were actively working for that. So you continue to earn 50% bonuses from your structure as long as you breathe. Yes, we cover you until your last breath. Isn't that something amazing and beautiful? So guys, not only when you are working within the system, but when you are retired and you are not working within the system, you still keep getting 50% bonuses from your structure as long as you are alive. Now, do you think we have stopped ourselves over there? Is that it? Not really. There's still more to it. Of course, none of us want to talk about this thing, but we do have to talk about this, which is life's bitter truth, and it always comes to an end. What happens after? That's something always keeps us worrisome, and always keeps us in a thought process about our next generation.
34 baby Ponte.
So we have really gone to the next level where we have actually thought about your next generation.
Just change to scroll. Just read.
Now let me explain you how this next generation income will work for you. As we spoke, the bitter truth of our life, we all have to go. I'm so sorry, but it is inevitable. We understand your family needs support, and we want to do our part when it comes to supporting your family. Now, unfortunately, if that happens, and the system which you have built up, your family keep receiving 25% of your bonuses for the next 5 years. So you put 2 nominees over there, and any of the nominee or both of the nominees will keep getting total of 25%. So if there are 2 nominees, you can have maximum 2 nominees there, and they will keep getting half and half of the 25% of the bonuses from the system which you have established for yourself and for the company when you were alive and when you were working. So we have not only arranged for your retirement income, but we have actually created a kind of insurance for all of you so that your next generation feels proud on you when you are not in this world. And friends, I would like to finish this presentation with a line. Nirupam, can you go back? With this beautiful line, which is very close to my heart, and I really mean it. We care for your family as much as you do. And this is what the beauty we have created in SaveMax Game Changer model. Next, Nirupam. Nirupam, yeah. Go back. So friends, you can secure your future and start earning today. And I have explained you how you can do that. And now I leave the platform open for the discussion. Deepak, I would like you to take the charge now, and let's go from here.
Perfect. First of all, thank you so much, Ramanji, for giving your valuable time and explaining it so well, and introducing this game changer model. And I feel blessed and honored to be the first presentee of this model. So thank you so much for that.
I really, really appreciate it.
And I also would like to thank each and everyone from this group who accepted our invitation to join this. So guys, please feel free to type your question in the chat box. We'll be answering one by one, or if you have any question, please unmute yourself and feel free to ask. And before you do so, I just need to add a couple more things in this game changer model. So this model basically applicable wherever you see or you will see SaveMax signboard. So for example, right now SaveMax is in Ontario and we are in Alberta also. If you know anybody, if you're living in Alberta, definitely you can send them in Calgary to Mr. Harry Garewal, and in Edmonton to me. But if you know somebody in Ontario and they want to join real estate industry, send them to any of our 14 offices in GTA, and they'll be happy to help your people, and they will be under your game changer model. And very soon, as Ramanji can verify my statement, by 2021, we will be across Canada. So anywhere in the country, if you have anybody who is looking to become a realtor, send them to SaveMax office, and they will be part of your portfolio of game changer model. Is it true statement, Amanji?
That is absolutely right, David.
Thank you so much.
See, we definitely want to create something which works for all of us, all across the country. And definitely our dream is not just within the country. I promise you guys, we are having a good vision of creating 1,000 millionaire in Canada by 2025. But the number will be more all across the world. And of course, we have a very, I would say, encouraging plans to go all across the world by 2025. So we have already identified 11 countries across the world where we want to make sure we show our presence in next 5 years.
So Ramani, a friend of mine, Anil from India, he is asking what is the equation for me. So if you may please announce for India also, that will be great.
Yes, Anil, first of all, thank you very much for joining from there. I just want to share good news with you that we have already started working on putting up our system in India, and SaveMax is a registered brand name over there. And we are already putting up all the legal things together so that we can start operations in India by 2021. So January 2021, you will start seeing our presence in India. And we are actually bringing a very amazing model for India, which you might not have heard anywhere all across the world. So we have really put up a lot of thought process behind it, and we will make sure the same way we have got success in Canada, our success in India will be amazing. So very soon, I will keep sharing all the news on my social media with everybody, and India is definitely on our radar very soon.
Ramanji, this is Suva. I have a question for you. So I was just wondering, when if we start with you and if we go and approach any, let's say, a sales representative who is already with another brokerage, if they ask us that, we are getting certain percentage from the brokerage, is the percentage going to be same if they join us?
So it is definitely going to be the same model which will be implemented in the whole country. So if they are joining you as a first leg, you are getting 7%. If they are introducing anybody into the system, they are getting 7%. So percentage remains same for everybody.
Okay. No, like what I meant to say is, if they are making gross 100K for Remax or Century 21, the amount of money that brokerage, is it going to be the same?
So this game changer model, we are running it on an 80 and 80-20 split. So I'm not too sure what might be their split with their company,
okay.
But I will give you a very good selling point of the system. Let's say if somebody is paying 80-20 split and joins SaveMax. So if they make $100,000, so they're paying $20,000 to the company as a split. Now there's a good opportunity for them to earn $30,000 from the game changer model. So how much is the effective money they got into the system, into their pocket, is 110. So they have actually not paid split to the company. They have got $10,000 extra from the company. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And the other question I have is for you is, I have a great job, even though I have been in real estate for the last 9 years, but is it possible to start off as part-time and see how it does? And then, then if I'm at a point that I can actually replace my income, then I can quit and jump ship. Like, where I'm coming from, like, if you are used, it's hard. I heard one of your interviews where you said it becomes hard, you become a slave of your paycheck, right?
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Suva Chanda.
Suva. Suva, this question, I really love this question, and I really feel happy when people ask me this question, because, I always would want to share my opinion onto this. And my first recommendation, guys, if you want to join real estate profession, join full-time. Now, I definitely understand majority of the time what happens, because you are the earning hand of the family and you are taking care of all the responsibilities of the family. So it becomes really challenging to make the decision to quit the job which you are doing, because you have an stipulated amount of money coming into your home, which is there to take care of your day-to-day expenses. If that is the case, you should plan not more than 3 months to quit the job. Because if you will think that way, Suba, that okay, once I replace my previous income, then I will come and join real estate. Trust me, based on my experience, that will never ever happen. So your plan should be that, okay, I'm giving myself 90 days and I have to make sure I'm a full-time realtor in those 90 days. Now, because you have a goal in front of you, you will start working towards that goal. And let's say if you click 2 or 3 deals in 3 months, you should be confident enough on yourself that now I can definitely do it. But I always strongly recommend to people that you should have the guts, at least have the ability to take that much risk, have confidence on you. And Subha, I'll share my experience. I have actually made many people resign their job just by giving them an extra strength that I will take care of you for the next 3 to 6 months. And if you want to take a real life example, Deepak Chopra is a real life example who actually resigned from his job, which he was doing from last 10 years, I think, and where he was making a 6-figure income. And now see where Deepak stands today. Is that right, Deepak?
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
So Subha, either we can learn with our own experience or we can learn from other people's experience.
Okay.
But I can promise you one thing. SaveMax system is such a beautiful system where if you decide to leave your job and jump onto the ship, I promise you, you will never ever have problem.
No, I definitely, see a lot of value in this system. So that's why I was really interested. So,
Ramanji, we have a couple more questions from Nav. He is still working on his license, and if you bring people during this time, how he can register them?
Now we have not started working on that particular system where a non-realtor can be part of this system. But of course, looking into a couple of scenarios, and you can always recommend people to your team leader, or if you know Deepak, you can always recommend people to Deepak's system. And for the timing, we can put under his system with an understanding that once you become part of the real estate industry, all that system will be transferred under your name. So at least that much we can do.
Absolutely. And I think
Thank you.
Priti's questions is also similar to this. So Priti, definitely you need to have license, but for the time being, definitely if we have somebody in Toronto and I can connect you with one of my Toronto colleague who can take care of those people right now until somebody's getting license.
Yes.
I have a question from one of our attendees here. I think if I get that correct, that's Delapo. The question is, what qualities are needed to be successful towards generating passive income?
So a good quality, what I can tell you is that you have to be people's person. You should be willing to talk to people the same way what I am doing. I'm just presenting it to you. If you have an ability to present this to people, trust me, this will automatically generate interest because this is totally unheard in the real estate industry. So I am providing you a tool to promote. Now you just have to take the initiative to promote it. So if you can take initiative, if you like talking to people, if you like, putting up the things together, I think those 2 or 3 qualities are more than enough to be successful under the Game Changer.
And another thing to add into it, as you also said, Amanji, whoever is joining us as a realtor and whoever is working on building this Game Changer model, you guys don't have to worry about training of their people and sharing all those things. We will be conducting regular presentations and we'll be having regular session and seminars, even in person also, once this COVID situation is got under control, where you can bring your guest in and somebody from the team, they can present all those slides to them and answer their question. And once they have a yes, they'll be under your Game Changer model.
That's right. So anybody else has any questions about it? Is there any feedback which I can get from people? What do you think about this this whole concept?
I think it truly holds up to what you have named as a game changer because we have, as far as I know, there isn't any product that I have seen or any system or a model that exists so far. And yeah, as you said, like for the initial days, it's a little hard to get off. And once you start building your team, it becomes a force multiplier, right? Like you get 5 people on board, and even if those guys, someone brings one, other guy brings in 3, it all adds to your team, right? So as I said, it becomes a force multiplier. You just may need to make the first decision and go ahead with it.
For sure, definitely. And guys, the beauty about this is just try to understand it. This is not something you are doing as a separate thing. You are anyway doing that stuff in your day-to-day business activity. So it is not taking any extra time for you. It is not something which you have to really think about it, because you are doing good by selling or buying the houses. You are still making that commission, right? This is an extra income stream. This is a passive income stream which has been created for you. And if somebody really works diligently onto this, guys, trust me, this can create wonders for you. So Deepak, if there are no more questions, we can.
Couple of questions came from India perspective. I'm not sure what will be the licensing requirement there. So once we start officially in India, how they can start recruiting or talking to people in India?
So Deepak, we are still in the process of putting up all the pieces together for the international market. And once we are done with that, we will definitely share our thought process, because right now our full focus is that we bring up all the technology, all the system in place. So by end of October, you all will have your own, game changer screen in front of you. And Nirupam, can we mute everybody? So Deepak, I was explaining that we are still in the process of putting up all the pieces together for the international market. But right now, our full focus is that to bring up all the technology in front of you guys and to put up all the systems in together so that we can implement the system at least all across Canada. So once the time will come, we will definitely keep sharing our international system with you guys. Nirupam, can you mute everybody, please?
She did, yeah.
Now I can see another question here, Deepak, from Swati. If SaveMax is launched in India, in which currency the agent will be paid, and does a real estate agent from Canada can work in India while holding the same license, or there will be different requirements? Swati, as far as I know, in India, there is no such kind of licensing which is required. But recently there has been a law which they call it as ERERA. So that has been very prominent, especially when it comes to dealing with pre-construction or the builders. But if there's any further information needed onto that, we are very soon will be introducing our international director who is taking care of the operations in India, and he will be able to help you out in these kind of questions. And of course, in India, you can deal in Indian currency, but whenever it will come to doing the calculation or doing the understanding, we will definitely keep Canadian currency as the currency for the world for us, because we all love Canada and we are starting and building up this system from here. I hope that gives you a little bit information and answers your question. So Deepak, I think we had a very good presence today, and I really appreciate everybody joining us. And let's all start working on putting up the system together. And how you can all do this, if you can present the same presentation to people, that will be a very amazing way to introduce this model in the industry. If you cannot do that, Nirupam is going to share this presentation on the social media with everybody, and you can definitely have a look at it, share in your social media, or send it to your database, or send it to your friends and family members who are in the real estate industry. And if there's any question, you can definitely get in touch with either Deepak or Kamal or myself, wherever you feel comfortable. All right, Deepak?
Yes, just one thing to add in here, Ramanji, because some of my friends in this group are still in a process to get their real estate license. So guys, I have met, I think some of you already and explained you the process, how to get license in Alberta. So feel free to reach out to me, any of you, if you are still looking for what are the formalities and procedure to become a realtor in Alberta, I can explain you. Fortunately, we have very easy system as compared to Ontario. There are just 2 exams which we have to pass, and we'll be realtor in a matter of days. So feel free to reach out to me. You have my number, details, and everything, and I'll be looking forward to help you out.
Thank you, Deepak, and thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nirupam, for coordinating all the efforts for today. I really appreciate, and we wish you good luck. Let's start spreading the word. Let's start securing our future and start earning today. Have an amazing day, friends.
Thank you for logging in, everybody.
Thank you, Nirupam.
I appreciate it, DC. All the best. Let's rock it.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, we are signing off. Have a good weekend. Enjoy yourself and stay safe.
Come on.
Next Friday we may have, but वो अभी मेरे को confirm करना बाकी दोनों रश हो।
मुझे अपडेट आपने देना है ताकि मैं
वो confirmation आएगा ना फिर मैं दे देता हूँ।
फिर क्या करेंगे अगर और रेगुलर होएगा जब तक हम ये सारे निपटा नहीं देते तो इसको कैलेंडर में डाल देंगे। राजा जी वहाँ खड़े हैं। पूछ लो ना यार, क्या हो गया पूछो। हाँ तो is your cubicle available?